I asked Stacy about the joy it brings her when her work is done. She says she likes to help survivors heal one tattoo at a time. I'm standing outside the Colo Solutions data center here in downtown Orlando, and inside is where Fluex tests ideas on how to cool down technology in an always-on society. Earlier this week, former defensive end Reggie Hayward was inducted into the Iowa State University Athletics Hall of Fame. The Sunshine State is known for its beautiful beaches. However, a new report shows that Florida is also home to some of the most deadliest beaches in the nation. Nightly News reporter Nicole Osorio went to one of those beaches to find out why it's so dangerous.
Luis Carrera, an international student athlete from Mexico, is part of UCF's golf team. He recently finished runner-up at the Latin America Amateur Championship in early January. You at home may think that Carrera, being a talented college athlete, would have an NIL brand deal, but that's not the case.
You're in a student visa. You're not allowed to be employed outside of campus. So the only jobs that you can get is like, I don't know, tutoring.
Recently, Florida moved closer to effectively repealing its name, image, and likeness law in a special session led by state legislators. The purpose of the session was to allow Florida universities to help facilitate deals for student athletes. But international players like Carrera still won't see a change in their situation. According to FrontOfficeSports.com, more than 20,000 international athletes like Luis Carrera are being locked out of the billion-dollar NIL industry due to restrictive U.S. visa laws. Brands can't sign them, and NIL collectives can't offer them the same deals as American citizens. UCF men's golf coach believes that NIL will begin to filter through all of the programs in hopes that international players will have the same opportunity as other players to capitalize.
I know they're looking at it from an employment status, but if it becomes the nature as part of this business, my hope is that everyone would benefit equally.
So far, advocates have attempted to persuade lawmakers in U.S. citizenship and immigration services to amend existing visa restrictions, but it's been said that the process could take years. In Orlando, Terry Gilliam Jr., UCF, Nightly News.
Welcome back to Nightly News. It's feeling beautiful outside, just in time for the holiday break. But will these temperatures stick around for the close of the semester? Let's toss it over to Savannah for our weather forecast. UCF's Day of Giving helps fund different programs, including the K-9 unit for the UCF Police Department. Criminal mischief can be very common on college campuses. However, here at UCF, there has been a surprising trend. I got to investigate this new development.
This is what the inside of a data center looks like. These wired machines are responsible for our internet, but the more they run, it's easy for the technology to overheat. Abhishek Sastry, who also goes by Abhi, is a UCF graduate with a degree in aerospace engineering. He's now CEO of a company called Fluex that is trying to create cooling systems for high-performance computers and data centers across the nation.
So I see Fluex being the cooling company of the world, of hardware and software ecosystem that allows buildings to be so efficient that can be renewably powered and offer internet to everyone.
According to the U.S. Department of Energy, data centers can consume 10 to 50 times the amount of energy per floor space of a commercial building. They account for 2% of the total energy use in the U.S. I'm standing outside the Colo Solutions data center here in downtown Orlando, and inside is where Fluex tests ideas on how to cool down technology in an always-on society. Colo Solutions Chief Executive Officer Tom Pittman says that the two Orlando companies have been working together since January and thinks people should have an in-depth understanding about cooling systems.
The idea of cooling is not really throwing cold on it. The idea of cooling is removing heat. There are multiple, sometimes, the huge number of chips inside of a server, and those things can get as hot as a pizza oven.
As of now, the short-term goal for Fluex is to partner with data centers that have a need for cooling solutions. This will set the company up in the future in order to use its product in every high-use case building on the planet. In Orlando, Terry Gilliam Jr., UCF, Nightly News.
Plus, a look ahead at Saturday's AAC showdown between the Knights and Tulane. Major ticket distributor Ticketmaster is under fire after several government agencies launched an investigation into the company for antitrust violations. The company mismanaged the upcoming Taylor Swift tour sales, with the site not being able to keep up with the demand. Colton Boomer's work ethic on and off the field helped him land a full scholarship. Special teams coordinator coach Brian Blackman wasn't able to sit down but was available for comment, and he says Colton just loves what he does. With Boomer's second year around the corner, the Knights as well as Boomer seem to have a big task at hand this season.